we've talked about a lot of stuff, haven't we? Talked about your first appointment with your endo, your witch doctor, as you call him. Talked about family shit, good, bad, and ugly, and otherwise. Just fucking everything and anything, right? I do know one thing keeps coming into, and you know, it's not, I don't want to call it maybe a fleeting thought, but because I mean, you're not losing sleep over this, but an idea nevertheless, right? A thought. Fuck's sakes. You could phrase it a few different ways, couldn't you? And you could argue that we're almost thrust into it. And it's a simple idea of giving a fuck. That's all it is. And it is a vastly sliding scale. Especially in the queerverse, and how we deal with those things, like, you know, all the fucking baggage and issues, and if you want to use the word issue, right?
All the topics of discussion.
Yeah. This community is a goddamn mindfuck, if you let it be. For yourself, I know that it goes all the way back to when you were 11, 12. You've touched on this with me in the past in terms of how you began, right? And it was nothing more than having found the fantastical world of your sister's clothes, right? That's all it was. And you were in fucking Wonderland, and you didn't even know why, right? You had no fucking idea. You just knew you found something that you really fucking liked. You didn't care. You didn't have a goddamn idea what you were doing, because you told me what you were doing in those clothes. That you were conscious of. That, you know. But there was no why am I doing this, or anything of that nature. You were 11, 12, right? I mean, whatever. Didn't care. Didn't fucking care. All you knew was you loved it. Felt like home, right? You didn't know what gender politics were, you know, and all the stuff that comes with that. You didn't know that. God, none of us did. We barely knew what gay was. I mean, come on. Even though you didn't quite know what you were doing, despite liking it, like I just told you, it did feel like home, right? For some reason. And it carried on for the rest of your life. And a few knew, most didn't. It was like a 99%, 1% kind of scale tip, if you want to call it a scale tip. When you were a kid, nobody fucking knew. Who are you going to tell, right? Leading into your adult life, young adult life, one person knew. Because, yeah, you continued cross-dressing, but you didn't know that's what it was. Still no education, right? You knew you liked it. You liked feeling like a girl. You liked being a girl. You didn't know you were one, but you liked being one. Distinction. Point being, all through those years, and incidentally, I remember you telling me that, speaking of years, to bounce forward for a second, you fucking went 29, 30 years behind closed doors, didn't you? And that was just as a CD, through a married life, etc., etc. You were so severely closeted, you damn near built the thing. Your fucking wife wasn't exactly a fan of it either, right? So yeah, that would come later. But before all that, late teens, not a fucking care in the world. Right? Even, let's come away from that for a second and delve into just everyday life, right? Go for a coffee at the coffee shop with everybody. The coffee shop you all used to live at. Or just anything. Go out, on a Saturday night or something. Rockin' liner and all that kind of stuff, right? We've come away from the CD hood for a second, right? And we're just talking public appearance or something. A little bit of liner. If you were feeling especially, I don't know, did you do mascara in those days? I don't remember. And what's messed up is, I remember you telling me you had a conversation with your sister where she tried to tell you that in those days, given the fact that you came out to her as a CD, she came to the conclusion in her head that back in those days, when you were back in town, that you, in her eyes, you were wearing eyeliner so that you could have a piece of femininity with you everywhere you went. Well, how could that be possible if you didn't know you were a cross-dresser or trans, because you didn't know a goddamn thing about either one of those? That is a reaching statement. I remember that conversation. You just liked fucking eyeliner. Right? Or guyliner, as you used to call it. I mean, fuck. But that's, that is how your sister ticks, right? That's a whole other conversation. So yeah, however severely closeted, there was no cares in the world, right? Cloud nine on steroids. You felt at home in these clothes. Never caught once, incidentally, were ya? Never caught once. Almost, but yeah, almost, but didn't quite pan out. Lucky for you. So that was cool. Taught yourself how to dress. That was neat. That was fucking fun, wasn't it? So all of a sudden you get the chance to leave where you're from, leave your hometown, and you did it. Yay. Left the island with everything you could carry in 2 duffel bags, a hockey bag and a military duffel. And off you fucking went. Still with this in you, obviously, this isn't going away. But what's cool is, what did you do when you got to Ottawa at one point? You decided to research CD Hood. Still not caring, but just curious. You weren't worried about anything. Best literature you could find was that all, clinical psychologists and all this sort of thing, there is no end to the mean kind of thing. There is no definitive literature that, at least at the time, that could quantify the idea of cross-dresserhood, was there? You didn't find anything. You found one article from a medical journal that said nothing more than that said that cross-dressing is nothing more than a compulsion among the people that do it. Okay, fine, a compulsion, good enough. But what is wild about that is, why isn't there anything more concrete? At least that you could find. There might be now. This was 100 years ago, mid 2000s. So there might be more stuff out there now. I don't know. So yeah. So there were the issues. There were the issues with yourself and your wife, your then wife, because she wasn't a fucking fan, right? So it wasn't talked about. Hardly. And it's worth. Do I need to remind you that? Do you remember that day you and her were coming back from the West End in Ottawa, and that afternoon was the first time that, I forget what you told me you were talking about, but you said the words for the first time that you were a cross-dresser. But still no outlet, right? Still no outlet. The outlet you had when you were younger was being home alone by happenstance. So fine. Went through the whole process, didn't you? What is it? The 5 steps. Acceptance, denial, this, that, and whatever. I don't know what they are. It was fascinating because I remember when you found the logic of binging and purging, which normally relates to an eating disorder. Well, that was a fucking trip, right? Binging and purging related to cross-dressing. What is it? It's the simple concept of buying, getting your clothes, and then however soon or long after you go shopping, you get the fuck rid of it all. That's all it is. You binge and you purge. That's all it is. Based on shame. Luckily for you, well, you did the binging and purging a little bit. God, how many times did we go to Value Village? drop a couple of bucks. Still remember the first fucking black skirt you got. My God, you were married to that thing. All the while, still no caring because you had no reason to care. It was kind of an under the rug thing, not talked about, barely tolerated. So it just, by the wife. So yeah, and you weren't dealing with it enough to show up in face at the queer clubs in Ottawa. Could have, but you weren't there yet. Not like you are now. You are a vastly different person now than who you were back then. It wasn't until you hit Toronto where the gear really went up, right? And you started to care. Your separation, wasn't it? That's when everything started to go. Right? The fucking wheels came off. You were a runaway train. In every sense of the phrase. Lucky for you, you met the person who you were going to spend the rest of your life with during those days. And it was only a couple of years in the difference between your separation and meeting who you're with now, wasn't it? Right? And you weren't even fucking looking. Which is kind of neat. Weren't even looking, and one of the best things to ever happen to you happens. Not everyone is so lucky, are they? God, that's a conversation all on its own, isn't it? The idea of being with someone in the queer universe when one of you isn't in the queer universe, so to speak. But there's a concept, isn't there? If somebody is with someone who is in the queer universe, and if they weren't with that person, for all intent and purpose, they are not of the LGBTQ community, does that thereby make them part of the community? An interesting... What do you think? Or could we just coin that as staunch advocacy? Right? Could go either way. I'm not going to have that conversation with you. It's not what we're here to talk about. So here we go now. Lucky for you, you realized that the person you found and fell in love with didn't give two fucks that, and quite admired, right, and respected the fact that she had met a gender bender, right? Because what happened? I mean, you were rocking the liner and stuff and the hawk, whatever. She still makes fun of, she still, the two of you make, laugh about those days and how she used to say that you took longer to get ready than she did. Not a hair out of place, right? All that sort of idea. Liner, shadow, you could smoke an eye like a motherfucker. And you've mulled this logic over the coals with yourself now. Even she remembers. So you were gender variant back then, a cross-dresser for all intent and purpose, right? Gender fuck, whatever term you want to use. Gender fluid, to use the cool words. You didn't care. Now you do. And you're having a hard time with it. Why back then could you rock your combats in a skirt and a mohawk and not bat an eye? Walk down the street with her, broad daylight, downtown, whatever, and not flinch, not break a sweat. Despite the fact that she loved it, right? Yay. 2 peas in a pod, right? It's done to us. It's done to us. The argument is 40 years old, 40-some years old, in terms of, if you want to use the phrase pop culture, isn't it? Because you follow it all to the best you can muster. Whether we like it or not, right? Those are seeds planted. Like we said a second ago, the binging and the purging based on shame, right? It's just the same. You didn't care. And maybe it was because you weren't out. You hadn't discovered your transhood yet, your womanhood. You hadn't seen that fucking port in the storm yet, even after all these years. Because now we're approaching the tail end of living your life closeted. Some 30 years, right? So you dove in, having met a partner who didn't care. So yay. Good fucking, like, rock on. If you hadn't met this person, would you have still, would you have had the strength and the wherewithal to become who you became? Who's to say? But you're aware, aren't you? You're fucking aware. You're aware of what the media says. And I don't want to have that conversation with you either, because we all know how that goes. Because I remember you did an early clip, and you stated the logic that there's good not caring and there's bad not caring, right? And that's true. Good not caring is the life you lead now with your partner. Bad not caring is a lynch mob in your front yard. Pitchforks and oil torches, right? Still exist today, these people. Although the 40-year-old groundwork that our predecessors established for us because of their own fighting is still alive today, right? The good. Because because of the lives they led and lost, in some cases, that did lead the groundwork, or lay the groundwork, rather, for people like you to be able to walk the fuck out your front door and not be shot. Right? Pardon the analogy, but if you are not in that community, it is unfathomable. You've had the conversations with your own family. And by 2 members of your own family, you've been told to fuck off. Because, Klayre grew a backbone and the ability to speak. How dare she? All of a sudden, you find yourself in conversations with 2 of the most strong-minded individuals in your family over the course of time during your coming out, and it's nothing but a butting of heads because they want you to side with them for whatever reason. Straight pride even came up. So yeah. And you even went to the effort of asking one of them if, when they got married, were they arrested? And the question was misunderstood. Funny part of that is, this very individual was trying their hardest, all above board, all good-natured, to understand your life, right? And understand who their family member became. But still had their own belief system that they couldn't get past, or rather include you in, we could even say. Right? So, what the hell? But we don't want to get too far into the family stuff. That's been long gone. So what are we talking about? We're still talking about the caring thing, right? Or not caring. You've had this conversation with your partner. It's like I said a minute ago, and I'm sure you'll agree, we're almost thrust into it. I have to look this way. I have to do this. I have to do that, etc. Right? Despite the fact that the huge politic right now is you don't have to cut your hair short or grow it long or have junk either way to be a man or a woman. And people subscribe to that as much or as little as they wish, right? Depends on the person. But we're thrust into thinking that way, aren't we? Because it's the only way that Gen Pop, to use a prison phrase, will understand. Well, how are you supposed to not care if everything is supposed to be put in a little box for the rest of them? You have to please the masses, don't you? Why? Everyone always says, oh, I don't care what other people think. Yeah, you fucking do. Yeah, you do. And it's even worse in the queer universe. Because it's not direct, but we are told to care. Passing, right? If you want to use that word. So the conversation you had with your partner was effort. Because right now, you can remember smoking your eye and everything else you used to do, put the hair up, all this stuff. And now you can't do it to save your life. You're having to reteach yourself your own makeup. You're thinking too hard. You're overthinking, aren't you? And you're trying your damnedest not to. In terms of caring, not caring, you've gone through a process. You've gone through a process. There was a time when you couldn't imagine going out in public presenting. And when you started doing your stuff on Instagram, your makeup sucked unless you were in the mood, but you did it, right? Because you had to get it out there. Your story, I mean. Had to get it the fuck out there. And why not? But now you've gotten to a place where, whether you, let's use the hair for example. You're in a place now where, whether you're doing your show or you're out in public, you can be in face without the hair, can't you? That's a fucking step for yourself. Might not seem like a big deal to anyone else, but it's a big fucking step for you. And maybe that lends a little bit back to trying too hard. So how do you break that? Because there really are people out there who don't look like you. You know, there are individuals out there in the trans community who rock the wardrobe, but you know, don't look. They're not to use a Jackie Beat from the '80s phrase. They're not beat, right? For all intent and purpose, from the waist, from the neck down, they look like the gender they want to be, but from the neck up, they look like the gender they were assigned at. They were assigned at birth. To put those numbers together, right? And I'll stress again to you that you don't need 1 and 1 to make 2. That's where identity comes in. But I don't want to get into that with you either. So yeah, you've gone through a peak and valley kind of syndrome in terms of not caring. Couldn't go on now because now you do your show without hair sometimes when you're not in the mood, right? Yeah, I thought so. So how do you maintain the no fuck given? Well, that's just simple growth, isn't it? It's been approaching 6 years already since you came out. Will it stop? You're sick of caring. As they say, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. When does it end? You tell people that you're level-headed. But you have there's something specific you're talking about when you say that. All you mean when you say you're level-headed is that you don't suffer from a mental deficit, right? That's all you mean. Because one of the things that people enjoy about you is the fact that you're a little left of fucking center. You've always known that. No, you don't like going to get a carton of milk. Because on certain days, you don't like going to the plaza. Because that's where they keep all the special people in the neighborhood. You know, all those corner dwellers. The people who used to sit on the benches on the corner, and since they made the new bus stop, they just live in the fucking bus shelter all day. Colorful fucking individuals. But that's something to consider too. Yes, you are who you are, and you now have the you now have the tits to go out in public in face. But every time you go through that corner, the north corner and the south corner especially, into the plaza, if you're presenting, you don't feel good until you get into the metro or the LCBO. Because if you're presenting and you go into either of those places, you know everyone in those walls. First name basis. Which is really fucking cool. But whether people like it or not, you could walk through that corner, and if somebody doesn't like how you look, despite not knowing you and knowing what you're capable of, they could attempt to make your day very bad. Now, the ace up your sleeve is, superficially, if anything were to happen, you could walk into the LCBO or the Metro and have cops on that corner in 10 seconds if you so choose. But that's a different conversation. And that's not a brag either. So you're growing into you're having to grow into not caring, right? And it sounds to me like it's circumstantial or situational. How you feeling? You're getting done, aren't you? Am I throwing too much at you? We can stop if you want. We've talked about a lot. We can come back anytime you want. Yeah, let's stop. Hello, everybody. How the fuck are we? Hi, Slocky. Nice to see you. How's everybody doing today? Ow, ow. Slocky, welcome to the show. This is not my regular show. This was until 10 seconds ago. This was an extension of my show that I call the Klayre Avalogue. It's a play on my own last name, which is Avalon. And what I do when I do this is I just go on camera and I talk to my camera as though it's me, and I talk shit, right, about everything you've heard since you got here. My focus today was talking about the idea of caring or not caring, right? So yeah, right, exactly, yeah. So I apologize for not responding when you got into the chat, but because of the nature of how I do the Avalogue, I don't respond to the chat until I'm done, which you just witnessed. So, yay! And holy fuck! AM DJ's in the room, kids! I can guarantee you one thing, Slocky. Whenever you see, well, my main show is about music, but every time I do this, like everything I do on camera is always accompanied by music. So you can always count on that. Nice to see you, honey. For real. AM DJ, what's going on? I can't believe I did all that, and the music you're hearing still isn't done. I thought I would extinguish, because this is what is it? This mix is like 73 minutes long, and it's at 47. and I'm done. So, I don't know. Usually I fucking ramble on for God knows how long, but yeah, I'm not used to undershooting the music I'm playing. So I go back years, and for anyone who wants to know, what I'm doing right now is DJ Micro at Avalon in Boston. When is this? This is his earlier work, so this is like the 90s at some point. Yeah, Micro out of New York. You just woke up. Where are you, AM DJ? I know who you are, I just don't know where you are, love. Oh, cool. I think we discussed that before. Australia. Oh, so it's like Monday for you now. It's tomorrow. North Southwest. What's NSW? You live in two different regions of Australia? Oh, New South Wales! Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Wales. Okay, here we go. Sylvie7, hello, my dear. Nice to see you. Welcome. Hola, chica. Hola. East LA is in the house. Hola, chica. Yeah, Quasi makes a good point, AM. What are you doing on the decks? Oh, another Hard House disciple. Oh, you must hate what you're hearing now then. Do you like your 90s tech? I'm a 90s kid through and through. No need to thank me, Slock. No need at all. My pleasure. If anyone in the chat doesn't know who my girl Slocky is, head on over to her page, give her a follow, and witness the wonderment and amazement of the bunny cam. It's really fun. See the buns playing around and stuff. Oh, does Sylvie like the buns? That sounds really rude. Ooh, Sylvia likes buns. Give me a bun. Give me a bun, says Sylvie. I have a lot of stupid jokes in my head, Sylvie, given what you just said. You used to have 2 buns, now you have 1. What happened to your bun? Sounds painful. Don't mind me. Oh. Bus runs and broken buns. Oh my god. Shit. Nobody likes a broken bun. Come on. Unfortunate. Yeah. Bus runs and broken buns. That's what it'll get ya. Oh my god, speaking of which, so a friend of mine here in Toronto was telling me a story one time. She was downtown and she was at a bus stop in like around the... What is wrong with... She was downtown somewhere waiting for the bus and some young punk decided to yell out fag to her, right? And my girl Carla is not a fag. She's not. That's not the vibe, right? So, yay! Using my new emotes, yay! Wee. So yeah, this young punk yells out this slur. Well, my God, my girl Carla is from the east coast of Canada, like I am, and she will kick your ass and take your name. She ran this little punk down for 2 blocks in heels. I don't know what she did to him, if she did anything. I don't know, but we had the conversation. She comes back to the bus stop to applause. Everyone was like, yes, come on. Yeah, right? Like Sylvia just said. Get creative at least. But anyway, yeah. The whole bus runs and broken buns thing made me think of that. Slocky, so you've got the buns. I've got literally across the room. I've got your new hit single. I've got 3 guinea pigs, and in the cage right over here, I've got our little dwarf hamster. I've got we've got Iggy and Ziggy, as in Pop and Stardust, and then Tater. Tater is our firstborn. They're all rescues. Tater is our firstborn. He'll be 6 next year on my birthday. We gave him my birthday because we don't know when he was born. And Tater's brother was like a black and white. He looked like a weasel. He was more the traditional looking breed of guinea pigs, and his name was Tot. So we had Iggy and Ziggy and Tater and Tot. So now we have Iggy, Ziggy, and Tater, and Sonic. Sonic will fit in the palm of your hand. She's a dwarf hamster, and she's gray. So at our house, Slocky, we share the love of the little ones. I don't know about you, but do yours get cranky when it's time to eat? Because ours do. Oh my God, we get yelled at? Shit. Weak. Yeah. My partner works at a Pet Value here in the city. And she was telling me last night, because I go to meet her after work. She was telling me that during her day yesterday, she met a little puppo named Ryan. Is that not the best? What is it? Oh, it's not weird. It's the greatest thing. Come on now. It's awesome. Me and my partner, we used to have our pug, and her name was Goblin. My partner had her since puppyhood, right? She was just a little ball of chaos. And humans with pet names. Okay, if I go to meet my girlfriend after work when she closes the store and I meet a human named Fluffy, or Bella, or Sprinkles, or Patches. Yep. But yeah, little Goblin. She was our pug. There's a Bella in our building, actually, a couple floors down. Me and my partner, if we ever have the money to get a pug again, if we ever have the money to get 2, our idea, and this is a little, you have to know things to understand the names that we're going to give them, and this is gender non-specific, right? Whether it's 2 boys, 2 girls, whatever, we don't care. But if we ever have the cash to get 2 pugs again, or you know, because we would need 2, we're going to call them Jake and the Fat Man. And I think everyone in the chat is old enough to know what Jake and the Fat Man is. Like they do at a stand-up show, if you don't know what Jake and the Fat Man is, clap. You don't know? Okay, you don't know what Jake and the Fat Man is. Okay. It was a cop show in the 80s. Like a detective show. And the 2 main characters were named Jake and the Fat Man. Because one of the detectives was a little hefty. Jake from State Farm.
Okay.
I don't know that one. Oh, okay. See, I was born in 78, my love. I got a few years on you. Oh, I know the commercials, Quaz. Yeah. Are you in good hands? That sounded good. Whatever Micro was doing there. Let's do that again. I went back too far. You're in good hands. That's all states stand. Jesus. Yeah. No, that was the end. That was the slogan at the end. Wasn't it? Are you in good hands? Even though I'm done the Avalogue now, now that I'm doing that. Oh, sorry. Okay. We are near the end. No, we're 10 minutes. We're 10 minutes away from the end. It's the 303 that I want to go back to. Right there. Always gets me. But yeah, me doing the Allstate voice makes me think of, again, gender politics, even though the Avalogue is over. Because someone in Toronto here that I've spoken about enough. I mean, if you've seen my show, yes, it's like James Earl fucking Jones or something, right? It's the idea of voice dysphoria, right? And I don't want to get all weird and political and stuff. It's not what I'm gonna do. But there are certain individuals. I'm not one of these people, but they do exist, and it's the idea of sounding how I do, but being trans, right? It's a weird dynamic depending on who you are. Because I've spoken about Nina Arsenault from here in Toronto, and she does not sound like me. Nina Arsenault is a really celebrated figure in the queer and trans scene here in Toronto. There we go. Anyone remember when the Porn Kings and Blade made that effect really popular? Under the same logic as the chicken or the egg, I don't know. I can't remember what came first, the Porn Kings or Blade, the bloodbath scene, because I think Blade was much later on, wasn't it? So the Porn Kings with Up to No Good made that sound popular. Yeah, that's the one, Public Domain, yeah. And there's also Chainsaw by DJ Shredda. Great fucking song. Oh my god, one of my favorites from way back 100 years ago. DJ Shredda. It's from the Crow soundtrack. Way the fuck back. Awesome fucking track. Heavy 303 in there. Yeah. Slocky, if you're still in the chat, what kind of music do you like? You're among ravers right now. No, I am old school, kids. Very good, my love. Same here. Same here. I do the rave shit, house, techno, all of it. I'm a metal girl. You've seen me in DJ Shannon's live streams. I love it all. EBM, fuck punk, rock, this, that, whatever. I go all over the place. My uh-oh. Browser down. 2000s energy. What's 2000s energy? A couple of my favorite groups. Error 404. Slocky, a couple of groups that I'm really into right now are the Pretty Reckless, In This Moment, Dorothy. Dorothy just dropped a new record that I have on Rip It. It's called Gifts from the Holy Ghost. She's out of LA. Really cool shit. I am stuck on Black Sheep, that song. My God. If I thought I was listening to Black Sheep the other day, and if I could afford it, much like Howard Stern uses American Nightmare from Rob Zombie on his show, if I had the money, I would approach Dorothy and go, how much would it cost me to use Black Sheep for my show theme? I would love it. Oh, what? Oh, you don't like Moment? Oh, okay. Oh, how so? Oh, Taylor? You worry about Momsen a little bit? Well, yeah, that's true, right? What? Oh. Oh, okay. So that's what you mean when you say you're concerned. Okay. Well, yeah. Oh, okay. She seems pretty. I've seen a few interviews with Momsen. She seems pretty level-headed. I don't know. Admittedly, you know what? Even though I like a lot of their songs from Reckless, I do have stuff I much prefer over them. Like, give me Dorothy. Ay, God. Love everything Dorothy does. Oh, Lord, can you save me? Save me from myself. Oh, for sure. And you know what? Let's be honest. Slock, what you're talking about happens in the concert circuit, like in the rock circuit, the rave scene. It's like its own disease. It's horrible. It bothers me. It's not fucking right. It's not fucking right. What am I gonna do here? Let me see. I can do that, I guess. I've got Harsh words out of Sylvie. Oh, please don't say toxic. You went there. You can say fuck, Sylvie. It's okay.
You're toxic.
Oh my God! Speaking of that, just last night, Deborah DeLuca out of Italy. It was released last night. Her remix of "Toxic." If you're so inclined. Well put, Slocky. Yes, for sure. For sure. Yes, Quasi. Yes. Toxic from Deborah DeLuca has dropped. Yep. She also did remixes of... what did she do? Radio Gaga, which is an absolute magic show. Really fucking cool. She has another one that I can't think of. But yeah. Toxic is her latest release.
Toxic.
Alright, that's ending. Okay. Is it? Oh, yes. I think it's your toxic. Yes. Yeah. We went from, in the click of a mouse, ladies and gentlemen, we've gone from New York City in the late 90s to Germany. Just last fall. Actually, my coverage of what I'm doing right now is on my YouTube page. And if you are new to the show, what I mean by my coverage is a lot of what I do is mix analysis. This is Pappenheimer. Guys, you know what's really funny? I've started to upload
Yeah.
Being me, with being an over 20-year raver, a career raver, Sylvie, I would just say, give me a coffee. I mean, fuck, you put me in Trezor, the Mauerpfeifer, Trezor West, shit, any of them.
Give me a coffee and a fucking crumpet.
But yeah, like I was gonna say, I've started uploading my my stuff to YouTube, guys, and you know, this is so fucking funny. Every show that I have on my YouTube channel has been copyright stricken. I'm not muted, but they're telling me what the game is. Yesterday, I uploaded a show, and I actually got a notice that said, because they do all the checks right before it processes, and it says copyright owner has allowed you to use blah 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 track. I'm like, really? How their coding can pick up music without words in it is absolutely beyond me. But that's what, yeah, I don't know. Oh, demonetized. Well, I wasn't monetized to begin with. Demonetized. Well, how about we have the conversation about being monetized first? What? But no, what I mean is the algorithm picked up every track in the mix, right, Slock? That's what the vibe was. I wasn't expecting that because I'm not used to these platforms because Twitch doesn't do it. I just get muted on Twitch. If there's lyrics in a mix that I feature on here, Twitch will mute me. But I have no strikes. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything for or against that, Sylv. I don't have a dog. I don't have a dog in that fight. And quite honestly, I don't know. I fail to understand why we all care what a guy like Musk is going to do with Twitter. I really don't care. Oh, well then carry on. We love a good troll. And pardon me for misunderstanding. Honey, I've had my own mods troll my chat. It's no muss, no bother. I had a mod in my chat one night going, "Who mods the mods?" I'm saying all this right now kind of for a reason because me and Slocky are kind of kindred spirits, and I really wish in my heart of hearts that I could play some of the music that I know we would enjoy, but I can't unless I want an hour of being muted. I don't. Fuck. It's annoying. Oh, speaking of, speaking of platforms and this and that, fun little announcement for the Klayre Avalon show, guys. In the coming days, weeks, whenever I get around to it, I meant to do it today. I still might. I'm probably going to be migrating over to OnlyFans. And not for reasons that are going to be knee-jerked into your head. Just want to make that distinction. So yes, I will be... it might turn into a situation where I have to basically operate two shows. Right, I don't know. I have to figure out the logistics of it, because that's just how it fucking is. But yeah, the Klayre Avalon show will have or will appear on OnlyFans soon. Trust the process, as they say. The funny thing is, I'm getting fucking sick of the process. Fuck. I got shit to say, boys and girls. I have thoughts on my mind, grade 2s. That's a Gavin Crawford takeaway. You have to know who he is to get that. This hour has 22 minutes. The ginger guy. He started on Just for Laughs years ago, and he did a stand-up act in drag as a grade 2 teacher. Quasi, only if I can dress like the teacher. Hey, Drew, how's it going? Drew, you're late to the party, my love. You just missed the Avalogue. Slocky, you are kidding me. How do I get my hands on that? I would love. And you know, like do this kind of shit. Well, I didn't miss it. I was getting ready for my own, my dear.
I'll take you higher.
I knew you were on. I saw ya.
I'll take you higher. I'll take you higher.
Well, Sylvie, when you put it that way, you make it sound like I'm going to be on OnlyFans for the reasons everyone thinks you're on OnlyFans. Come on now.
I'll take you higher.
What do you mean Twitch is too smooth? What do you mean?
I'll take you higher.
Wow. I don't know. Can I? What? Let me see. Let me see if I can click that. Oh. Whisper that to me, Slock.
I'll take you higher.
Is it okay if I call you Slock? I shorten everyone's name. Is that cool? I don't mean to.
I'll take you higher.
You don't want to see what, Drew? What do you mean?
I'll take you higher. I'll take you higher.
Well, no, I'm just making sure, Slock. That's fine. I just want to make sure.
I'll take you higher. I'll take you higher.
What don't you want to see, Droog?
I'll take you higher.
And for everybody who doesn't know, Dr. Droog is,
I'll take you higher.
oh, still with the fucking... Oh, then you're thinking of OnlyFans the way everybody thinks of OnlyFans.
I'll take you higher.
I've said it 4 times now. Come on, throw me a bone.
I'll take you higher.
My God.
I'll take you higher. I'll take you higher. I'll take you higher.
Oh, Slocky, I didn't know that.
I'll take you higher.
Okay, oh, cool, okay. So it wasn't their intent, but they were the only platform that allowed it.
You higher.
That's a neat distinction. So yeah, I'm gonna be branching out because I'll be honest with you, there are things that I want to talk about that will get me in trouble on Twitch. Another idea I have is my own fucking website, right? Because I fuck. I got shit to say, guys. I'm completely lost between what Sylvia and Dr. Drew are talking about. I have no idea. I'm lost right now. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, really? Oh, I see. Ah, shit. But now the interesting thing to that is, Slocky, recently they did change their format, right? If I'm correct in my in my knowledge there, which is why someone like myself can have her own little space on OnlyFans, if I understand correctly what they've done, right, with their business model, which I think is really cool. Oh, pun intended, for fuck's sakes. Oh, did you have to? Ah, you people. Ah, God. God, you people are children, I swear to Christ. Throw me a bone. Fuck. Oh, I know what you mean, Sylvie. I know what you mean. I have worked in the industry. I have seen things, or you know, like I've lived the environment. Yes, many years ago, but some people's kids, right, Quaz? Yeah, fuck. Some people's kids. Shit. Dress them up, but can't take them anywhere, and sometimes you can barely dress them up. Oh, they banned it, Slock. I didn't know they went to that level. I missed that. Wow. It's funny you say that, Quaz, because in the restaurant that I used to work in back home in my hometown, I started bussing tables in the dining room, and they decided I was doing a good enough job with that they gave me a 10-cent raise and brought me into the kitchen as a dishwasher. They put me in the pit, and I was also like, I was the dishwasher / prep cook. So I was making salads and stuff and cooking bacon and whatnot, all that kind of fun stuff for like the afternoon, not so much for the morning, but for the afternoon and supper crowd. Fucking, oh my God. And like pancake mix, like big buckets of pancake mix and stuff, and muffin mix, and yeah. I remember one time I was in the kitchen, and the grease trap in the floor was like 2 feet behind me, right? And the main thing was outside in the parking lot behind the restaurant. And I don't know I don't know how it happened, but the drain in my sink had a direct feed to to the grease trap in the floor. At one point, I looked behind me, and this thing is bolted to the floor, right? And I was almost, and I mean, it's a kitchen, so your footing isn't the best to begin with, right? But I looked behind me, and I looked down, and my feet were sliding more than they should, so I said, what the fuck's going on, right? I looked behind me, and remember Slimer from the Ghostbusters? What I saw coming out from the edges of the metal plate on the grease trap was nothing short of looking like Slimer trying to escape from the grease trap. Holy shit. I ran to the owner. I said, Randy, the grease trap is fucked. It was coming unhinged. My God. It was awful. Oh, and that's what it was, Quasi. It was a clog. It wasn't my job to maintain the thing. It wasn't my job, but I saw the effects. Like, Slimer was coming for us all. Don't cross the stream! We came, we saw, we kicked its ass. Listen to this. 2, 3, 4. I did, yes, Quaz, yes. Which one? This is, Quaz, do you know what Sunshine Live is in Germany? That's what this is. It's a radio station. Paul Rudd. No, I didn't see that. I saw the one with all the girls. Pappenheimer, Sunshine Live, guys. Fuck. I like Paul Rudd. I can hang with a Rudd. I don't know what I'm saying. Dun, 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 dun. I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready for Pappenheimer? Slap at the bass. Slap at the fucking bass. Stop. Not industrial, but bordering on it. Oh, man. Do it, Mr. Pappenheimer. Fun thought about Pappenheimer. I think it was last year. He, this was such a great moment. After, an illustrious career the guy's got, and he's also got a house music alias that I forget. But I think it was last year he actually had his name Pappenheimer copywritten. That is so fucking cool. I've said this before on other shows too. Does anybody remember when Germany actually recognized techno as a bona fide music style? Combi Christ. Me and my girlfriend love them. Yep. Actually, my girlfriend got me into Combi Christ. Slocky, this will interest you if you have Netflix or a means to watch stuff. There's a show on Netflix right now called This Is Pop. If you're not aware, really cool show. We killed the last episode last night. I know it is. Yes, it all comes from House Droog. Yeah. Pop. P-O-P. It talks about the history of pop, my love. Not the history of pot. That's a whole different show. Last night was, what was it? What did we watch? Festival, like how festivals began. It was really cool. I didn't know that for festivals as we know them, the mamas and the papas gave birth to the phenomenon of festivals in like rock and all that sort of idea, right? Everybody, please welcome in my lovely friend Andrea Trance. Bienvenue, Andrea Trance in France. Bonjour, mon ami. Ça va, Andrea? Bien? I don't know, Sylvie. I don't know. I can send you the link if you want. Always, Andrea Trance. Always. Always. Yep. Yeah. Andrea, this is Pappenheimer from Germany. I gotta go for a pee, guys. Hang on. This one's for you, Andrea. I'm gonna try my best. So forgive me. Hang on. Bop, bop. J'aurais aimé que tu sois là pour la première partie aujourd'hui. I wish you were here for the first part of the show. I hope I did okay on that. I use Translate. You can't see it, but yeah, I go like that. There we go. Yeah. I was talking about the LGBTQ community, my love. Yes, I tried. Yeah. Yeah. Yup. That was yesterday, I think. Oh, guys, yo. Listen to this. Listen. I'm gonna shut up. Écoute là.
Would you like to be somewhere else? How many people do you think live alone? What's your favorite color?
Faites attention.
What is the color of your skin? What part of your body do you like the most? Who would you like to be if you could be someone else? Do you like men? Do you like women? Is this a boy or a girl? Why? Which memory would you keep if you could keep only one? Are you afraid of repeating yourself? Which part of your body do you like the most? Do you like this? Would you ever buy this? When you look in the mirror, do you like what you see? What would you like? Would you like to be touched? Where do you live? Do you live with somebody? Do you live with somebody you love? Do you live with somebody you used to love? Do you wish you loved somebody? Are you married? What do you fear? Are you afraid of repeating yourself? Would you buy this? Did you ever wish someone were dead? How would you protect yourself? Would you like to see this person naked? Do you take the pill? What would you want to fight? What would you want to fight? What have you been through? Did any product help you? Would you buy something to prevent that? Are you excitable? Is there something to hide? Can somebody save you? Does your family have a great record? Do you believe? Do you believe in the future? Do you believe in evolution? Do you believe in revolution?
Just listen.
Do you believe in what you see on TV? Do you believe in what you see? Do you believe in language? Do you believe? Do you take the pill? Do you like men? Do you like women? Is this a boy or a girl? Why? What is the color of your skin? Where do you live? Are you tired? What do you do to relax? What do you do to get excited? Do you like this? Would you ever buy this? Are you afraid of repeating yourself? Would you like to see this person naked? Which memory would you keep if you could keep only one? Did you ever wish someone were dead? Why? Are you afraid of repeating yourself? Do you believe in the future? Do you believe in evolution? Do you believe in revolution? Would you buy this?
I can try to get that for you, Andrea. I can't guarantee it, but I can try. what I can do. Yeah, I know you do, honey. That's no problem. How are you understanding me right now? Are you okay?
What is the color of your skin?
Comment tu comprends moi? I'm trying.
Are you tired?
Okay.
Would you like to see this person naked?
Je suis parle français un petit peu. Juste un peu.
Did you ever wish someone were dead?
Français du Québec. Oui.
Are you afraid of repeating yourself?
You know? And, fucking school, like, français de l'école.
Would you buy this?
Andrea fait ce que tu veux. Tu veux. It's cool. It's cool. Exactly. I wonder. I wonder if I can download a mix while I'm here. I wonder if that would fuck me up. because I don't want to completely put myself off the rails. I don't want to fuck anything up. The YouTube squads. DJ Tiesto in concert, 2003. In the round. Two, 2002, 2003, something like that. I'm just wondering if I can do it. If I can do it while I'm live, right? Yeah, Andrea. Yeah. I know it is, yeah. Pappenheimer getting right fucked up. Sunshine Live Mix Session 2021, September. Guys, we are on the heels of, if you have made it this far in the recording, we are in the latter portion of an extension of my show called the Klayre Avalogue, where I talk about my travels as a trans woman. The Avalogue is over, and we have been just talking shit and having fun since. And what you are hearing now, as I just said, is Pappenheimer from Germany. Pappenheimer is one half of Edenheimer, if you don't know. Edenheimer is Kirsten Eden and Pappenheimer himself. And this is fucking Pappenheimer. Down, 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 down. I need fucking... This is ending almost. Oh, I need more. What do I have? Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, cool. Yeah. Plan C. We've done A and B. Next up is C. Yeah. I liked Tiesto until he took Best DJ in the World for 3 years, and then I said, fuck you. Nope. I liked Tiesto when he was good. Oh, God. This fucking... Fuck. No. Nope. He was, yes, Andrew. He was, yes. Vraiment. Fucking vraiment. Yeah. Jesus. Although I do like, in Tiesto in concert, I do like the track Sparkles. To go back to the rock music for a second, what a lot of people don't know is I've been building a drag act for like 2 years or so now. Not because of the lockdown or pandemic or anything, but just because I want to. And I'm telling you guys, when I hit the mic, or the stage rather, in Toronto, with my act, Toronto is not going to know what to do with me. There was one performer we had in Toronto. Her name was Genocide. Jennasyde. Genocide. And she was a punk performer, right? And she was the only one in Toronto. Now, given that, with the stuff I want to do, I do like rock now. I do hair bands from the 80s. I do songs that are sung by guys. I do fucking Bishop Briggs. I do Jennifer Rush, right? The Power of Love. All this stuff. I'm very curious to see how Toronto is going to receive me when I hit a stage. Because I have a few lip syncs on my phone, because I mess around, right? And I rehearse and stuff like that. Some people have seen what I do because I can send a clip on Messenger. But I keep it kind of close to my chest because not everyone's into it, right? But I'm telling you, I don't know. I have no idea what the Village is going to do with me. Although I have done drag before. I did it many years ago. I was given stage time. So I'm I'm curious and excited to see what Toronto is going to do with me when they experience me. It should be fucking cool. I hope it's going to be cool. Oh, ow, wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I'm in Toronto. Yep. Yeah, it's 4:42 p.m. in Toronto. Andrea. Just early yet. Wow, 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 wow. I can turn my light on. Can you guys see me okay? I can turn my light on. Let me turn my light on. Oh, look at the difference that made. Woo! Fuck. One thing you'll notice about me, guys, the more you experience my show, I don't care. Right? Let's just have fun. I don't care about a light. I turned it on because I could. Fuck. Anywho. I don't have sunglasses, but I have a hat. I just put my hat down like this. Then you can't read me. Yes, drag shows, yes. Andrea, drag shows, yes. I'm sure you have drag shows in France. Ah, cool. It's fun, isn't it? Really fun. Bored. Well, was it a party or was it a drag show, my dear? Or were there just drag queens there? Was it just a party that drag queens were at? Or was it a drag show? Oh, okay. That wasn't a drag show then. I just saw your whisper there, Slocky. If you're still in the chat. Maya. She's a sweetheart. Sounds like a good time, Andrea. Sounds like a fun time, vraiment. I'm doing a really shitty radio show right now, even though I had a lot to say in the first hour. My God, when I finished the Avalogue, I came back in the room, so to speak, and we've been just having fun and talking shit. And I am doing... I call my show a radio show. And right now, traditionally, in terms of radio, because that's how I view my show, I'm doing a really shitty job. I would have so many moments of dead air if I was on actual radio, despite the fact that I'm playing music on, under my voice. This is why my show has to be seen and not heard, right? You don't get the same effect if you listen to me as you do when you watch me. It matters a lot. You have to witness the Klayre Avalon show to get the full effect. I am doing a horrible job as a radio host right now. Absolutely horrible. 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 That's my... Fuck. Yeah. Boom. 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 Probably gonna go for another half an hour, then I'll fuck off. I don't even know who's on. Let me see. Somebody find me a raid. Let me see now. Okay, there we go. I never raid because I'm too much radio, right? I'm not used to the idea. If I'm being honest, I'm not used to the idea of raiding on Twitch. Because I don't know. I can't, I don't know. I know how to raid, I just never do. It's my mistake. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. Ah, cool. Was she pretty, Andrea? About that, Quaz, yeah. About that, yeah. Or like I could cut it off right now. I mean, I'm bored. I'm just talking shit, right? I got nothing to say. I'm just interacting with the chat. My main focus is gone. I'm just having fun, guys, right now. That's it. We're just hanging out, having some fun, listening to some tunes. That's all we're doing right now. Shit. I don't know. I could say goodbye right now and we could raid. Chilling like villains. Maleficent. Or as I call her, magnificent. What do you guys want to do? You want to hang out? You want to go somewhere else? You want to go hang out? I saw your message, Quaz. I'm good too, but I'm also bored. And let me see, where's my... I don't know... How do I raid? Where's that setting? What the fuck? Shit. How do I... Where is that? Is that it? That's not it! Oh, what the fuck did I do? Where? Jesus Christ. Is that it? What the fuck? I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to raid. There's a way to do it on my dashboard, and I don't know. It says on my dashboard it says raid channel, but I can't find the page. Okay. Bye-bye, Kirsten. Let's do, okay. Let's see if this, okay, so, what is it? Oh, shit. Backslash. How the fuck? Arg. Got it. That's what I was looking for. Thank you, Quaz. That's what I was looking for. Let's go. I have no idea what's happening. Did it work? I don't know.
This is a good tune, isn't it? Quasi in there with Nyman's. What are we going to call it? We've got a Twitch baby. Hello to Sylvie. Hello to anyone that's here for the first time. Welcome, Raiders. Come on in here. Hello to It Will Always Be With You. Once again, Mama Claire, how is your stream, babe? Kiwi and Slocky there as well. All of you, welcome on in. Made for It Farms here as well. Yay! I said I was going to play some songs off the off my new. This is my new USB, guys. You can't see it because of the chroma key. But yeah, basically, for those of you who've only just got here that don't know about this, I'm a music producer as well. I've been producing for a long time. And at the moment you can get my new CD, which is out now, which is Amber D in Wonderland. You can get it from Tidy. So there's a CD version and there's also the USB. The USB is mainly for DJs because it's got all of the unmixed tracks on that. And then if you're a music lover or a fan of mine, you can get the 2 CD version, which has got 2 mixes by me with no talking on. I know, it's weird. Just put !USB and you'll get like the link come up. So yeah, I think that's my 15th compilation album that I've ever released. Georgie, thank you very much for following. Guys, please get following Made for It Farm. You not heard Wonky Donkey? I'll put it on now.